G'day everybody, how are you? It's Lyni here and it is Tuesday evening, Tuesday 5:30. Got me lippy on everyone. How was your day? And I had not a bad day today. I thought I was going to do a recipe for you, right? I've got the drumsticks, they're bloody cheap at the moment. But I'm going to do the chicken drumstick curry. So I found a bloody good recipe actually, and I've kept it. And I thought I'm going to do a vid, because I do that sort of stupid thing. Hello, Karen Houghton, darling. How are you, darling heart? I'm okay, Karen Houghton. Anyway, I found this recipe, and it's called Easy Chicken and Potato Curry, right? And so it is done by Indians, and I'm going to look up more of her stuff, and it was actually easy, and it was chicken drumsticks, and you marinated it in what was it, in yogurt with spices, put the chicken drummies in, and while you did that, you fried up some what did I fry up? Some spices, put in some potatoes, fried them up. Actually, it's chopped up potatoes. Then you put in some tomatoes and some water, bunged in your chicken, and then you had this curry, and it's yum. And guess what? I run out of bloody battery. So you'll have to wait till I make it next time. And make sure you fry your toasties, Bev Anderson. I wish you were here because I made chicken drummies for you. Curry chicken drummies with potatoes, and actually it tastes all right. I'm going to serve it with a flatbread and some yogurt. G'day, Virginia. How are you, darling? Now, g'day, Mel. Bloody Callie's put a ripper recipe on today, everyone, and it's a curry for chickpeas, and it's all out of cans. It's a bloody ripper, Cal. I'm going to make that next week. Actually, Virginia asked me how Bruce is. He's actually not, he's drinking beer now, but he's not 100%, no. And he's just really been sitting around today, and then he's got tomorrow to sit around. I think we've got stuff on after that. But it's been a week. So some people are crook, yeah. Oh, so Bev's got to go pick up the hubby. He's been on the grog at the golf course. That's a typical man, darling. And I love you, Bev Anderson. And I don't think you'll make him wait. Hey, you can go down and sit in the car and listen to me crap on while your buddy wait for him. Anyway, so that's what I've made for tea. And seeing as he reckons his taste buds aren't that good, doesn't matter if the curry's a bit hot. Hello, Lynn Parker. How are you, darling? I hope you're keeping warm too. And g'day, Sandy Hard. How was your day? Hello, Lyndon. You're having a meat pie, and I love potato chips. Now, Lyndon O'Keefe, how come I have always loved potato gems? So pie, I'd rather pie and potato gems than pie and chips, actually. So I made a curry. I wish you were all here because it was real easy, and it's got chicken and potatoes that you fry them. Don't even peel them, and you fry them, and then you cook them in the curry sauce with the chicken. It's nice. It's got lots of yogurt in it. I think that's good. Callie's having stew in the freezer. Hey, no one can be bothered. There you go. Well, I tell you what, I'm talking to Joanne Hazel, everyone. I sent through my meat pie recipe to her. I don't know whether you've seen me do my meat pie recipe, so I might do that tomorrow. And it's a ripper. It's called an Aussie meat pie. And you make the filling in the morning, and then I make Donna Hay pastry, and I do a short crust bottom and a puff top. And I do that, cook it all. You don't cook the pastry first or anything. And it is really nice, actually. And it's really traditional. And I serve it with peas and mash. I'd like to know how to make mushy peas. I don't know how. Joanne, you come on after I was Jack. So you get that recipe, did you? It's fantastic, that one. And hey, where's Lou? Oh, Lou, I tried to ring you, love. And Are you okay? Because you weren't. Oh, I tried to ring you a couple of times. So I was a bit worried about you. But just letting you all know, don't forget, lunch at Lyni's on the 7th. I don't think there's many of you going to come. I'm just doing it on the 7th. That's all I can do. But I've made another decision. I am going to Sydney and Callie's coming with me. So if anyone else wants to come on the plane with us, I'm going to book our flights in the next day. Because we're going to go with Rex, and we're going to go on the 19th, aren't we, Cal? And we're coming back on the 22nd. So we've got the 19th, 20th, and 21st in Sydney. Anyone wanting to come, Brenda Hilton, how about you fly over to Sydney? Because we're going to meet. And thanks for what you sent me, Brenda, today. It's just been very, very tough what's happened. And it's still happening, everybody, by the way, even this afternoon. So you have a specialist appointment on Monday. Well, you could go home Sunday night, Bev Anderson. What about that one? You come for lunch and go home. I don't know which one you're talking about anyway. So anyone wanting to come, we're going to book Rex flights. I saw we can go for $190 return with Rex from Melbourne, because we like Rex, don't we, Cal? Because we like John. Now, John, I think, runs the airport Rex there, and he was so nice to us. And I'm going to say someone else put a post on that they went somewhere with Rex and how good Rex was. It was really good. And the people, the staff were lovely. The planes were clean. The staff actually looked so well groomed. They were just gorgeous. And I sort of got that feeling that Rex was that country hospitality. It was really nice, actually. And did you have chemo today, Lou? I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. I hope you had to have the oral chemo. I hope you're okay, actually. Eliza's having pasta bake. Well, I made this curry, Liz, and I did take a video, and then it said running out of battery. Dumb as dick me. So I'll do the meat pie tomorrow. And I love Kelly's recipe for the chickpeas. And so did, because Claire Cosgriff's a vegetarian. So she's going to make that Virginia. Kelly, I'm getting all over the place. Yes, Karen, I keep thinking it. Is it ever going to come? I don't know about that one. Sandy, what were you doing today, honey? And everyone's coming on tonight, so that's good to see, actually. And Di's on. Yeah, well, I tried to, Diane. I did try and do a video and buggered it up. So, but hey, it's really good. Actually, I'm looking at their website and I reckon, g'day, Brooklyn. Oh, what's wrong? I saw that because Sam Max in, did you go to Costco today? I've never been. Sam Max in the Gold Coast, and he said it's raining again. Oh, I tell you, I'll give you the shits, I tell you. And now, Lou, what's going on? 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Well, I reckon, Lou, you're coming to my place for lunch. Don't forget that. And then you can come to Sydney if you like. I've never been to Costco. Wouldn't have a clue. And Sandy said it's raining in Brisbane, everybody. And look, it's cold here. And Pat Mariana must have come on. And I don't know why, but I'm not getting – how come I'm not getting everything at the moment? I'm not getting all of your comments. I don't know why. There you go. So Joanne's going to look at Saturday in Sydney, going and having a day in the Blue Mountains, everybody. I would love that. Callie, have you ever spent a day in the Blue Mountains? You've never been to Costco. That's because we're country pumpkins, love. And Susan's back on. How are you, darling? And I'm missing some of the comments tonight, so I don't know why. So I'm sorry, and I hope everyone's okay. And it's looking like Lou's not. I'd say Pat Mariana's on here, but I can't see your post, darling. I don't know. Sometimes they do funny things, this thing, doesn't it? Yeah. doing it to me, and I don't know why. And little Mel's on. It's raining in Hot Rock. Do you know everyone's heading up north? Everyone I see. Karen McEwen's freezing. Karen Houghton said it's raining. Oh my God, and freezing. And we're over it. But people from Polar Bay are going up north, and they said they're trying to find some heat. But there's no heat anywhere in Australia at the moment, is there? Oh, so you're back at work tomorrow, darling. You won't want to go. Oh, anyway, I hope everyone had a good day, but staying warm is hard. And I never used to feel the cold when I had the shock, but since I've had the heart stuff, and guess what, everyone? It was a year to the day that I got out of hospital. So this time a year ago, I got out of hospital after my heart attack, and I think I've been in denial ever since. So there you go. Mel's crook. Have you got COVID, Dale? Because everyone's got it, and people are testing negative, but they've actually got it. So it's just going to go everywhere. Yes. So Dave's poor old David's not too good. So you're not going to the rat tomorrow, love? No one wants to go back to work, bloody Sue, I tell ya. So Brooklyn, we're going to book our flights tomorrow. If anyone wants to come with Callie and I from Melbourne, let me know, and I'll tell you what Rex flight we're going on. We're going to leave about lunchtime, aren't we, Cal? I might even book them tonight. What do you reckon? And Callie's fighting fit. Oh, you get a chest infection. Well, you don't want to get COVID when you have that, darling. And I'm getting other things coming through, and I don't know. It's been a year, Lyndon. It's been a bloody year. And I don't know. So, Sue, you'll fly from the Brisbane or Gold Coast. Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is book the flights. Now, we'll just look at Airbnbs at the moment, and I have had a little look, and we could get houses that could sleep up to eight people, like a room each, or we could get motels that are pretty reasonable too. So we'll look at what we can do for the best value. What do you reckon about that one? That's probably a good idea, actually. And I'm trying to look at everyone everyone here, but Joanne, I can't wait to come up again. And my August is full. So we've got lunch at my place on the 7th. I've got my uncle's 80th at Fisherman's Pier in Geelong, the next Saturday lunch. And then I'm going to up to you, and I'll need it. What do you reckon, Karen Houghton? It's been 1 year since Suzanne and Karen have been admins of our Love the Guts page. And Karen and Suzanne, we thank you both wholeheartedly for the huge job. You know, everyone, you don't realise what these guys do. And Ray did it before that. And is absolutely amazing how hard that job is. And someone's trying to ring me, and I don't know why. So I'm not going to get – my phone must be sitting somewhere. Hang on. I can hear something. Someone's trying to ring me. I don't know who it is, and probably a call centre. Oh, by the way, Telstra call centres coming back to Australia. And it wasn't you, Bev. And yes, it was. So that's what we're going to a year. Well, I'm still alive. Apparently, I may not have lived, and I didn't think I was dying until the other week when the doctor said, "How funny is that?" But I have changed a lot of things that I do. I don't drink beer like I used to. I don't even like it anymore. I'd stopped drinking for quite a few months at all, and now I drink Prosecco. Yes, of course, Sue Stevens. Any of our berry children are welcome to come, because guess what? They're berries too. And what have we got? A scammer. I'm sick of scammers. They're all around me, everybody. And I was lucky, Mel. Otherwise, I never would have met you. Something's going on. Something's making a funny noise, and I've got to find what it is. Hang on, everybody. Oh, hang on. What have I done? No, I don't know where that noise is coming from. I don't know where the, hang on. Oh, I think stuff's coming on here. Yeah. I've got all this stuff going around and I don't know what's going on. And I'm not getting everyone all the comments tonight and I don't. Are you in the car waiting for your old man, darling? Oh, and I must tell you, I read something funny today. I read the news today. Guess what? In the next 30 years, we have a 1 in 10 chance of having space debris fall on us and kill us. 1 in 10, everyone. So that will be the leading cause of death of people in Australia, will be space debris falling on the top of us. So what do you think of that one? 1 in 10 of us, deado from space debris. So space debris might be better than other things that we go on. So there you go. He can wait some more. Oh, don't we love our husbands? Now, Bruce has got man COVID, remember? We are the best. Chuck out the rest, Liz Ball. Well, there you go. We're all buggered in the next 30 years or something. And, oh, you're working. Oh, you've got to apply for annual leave. Brooklyn Brock, they never let you have time off because you're too important. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And Jenny Blazer, oh, my God. Do you look, Jenny, I think that you've got to be, it's terrible because you're going in a few days. Jenny's going on a holiday to Fiji with her daughter and it's your grandson, isn't it? And waiting on a passport for him. What's French beef stew with homemade dumplings, Sue? How do you make French beef stew? I'd like that recipe. That sounds delish. Is that with red wine, Sue? You don't drink, so you wouldn't put red wine in it. But, oh, you could because they take all the alcohol out of it when you cook it. So that recipe sounds good. Send it down. So that would be nice, thanks. Does Virginia, doesn't it? What are you doing tonight? I suppose you're going to work. It has red wine in it. Well, you can buy little sachets of red wine if you don't drink, can't you? And use them. So that sounds really nice. So anyway, everyone, don't forget, we've got that. And it won't be long. It'll only be a couple of months and I'll have something ready about Bali. So then you can start thinking about that one. And if I go through Flight Centre for flights, you might be able to use Afterpay to pay them or something. What do you reckon? Vicky, Ross is in Merimbula. Hey, beautiful day in Merimbula, everyone. Southern New South Wales sounds like the place to be. So tell me, Vic, what did you do on your holiday and how warm was it, love? I'll get there. Oh, listen, Lyndon's telling you, Jenny, get there really early. There you go. Oh, thanks for looking. Oh, thanks, Bev. They did. Geelong Hospital was the best. And I went in as a public patient and got the best care you ever could have had. That's all I'm going to say. So there you go. Oh, so that would be, oh, good on you, Sue. Bring on Bali. Hey, Virginia. I tell you what, everyone I see is so cold. Everyone's had enough of the cold weather. And so all these people in Apollo Bay that I see are heading up north in caravans and flying to Queensland, and it's still not that warm. And Sam Max said this morning about it being cold on the Gold Coast. So there you go. It's just cold all of Australia. I think even Darwin's probably not that hot at the moment. And actually, even Bali, and Jude's not on today, but even Bali doesn't get that hot. I've been there in this time of year, and Bruce came with me once and he had one swim in like 3 weeks because it just wasn't hot enough. And it was 4 degrees in the in Brisbane for Sue this morning. That's colder than me. That gets colder than us here. No. Bev Anderson. Do you know what's going to happen? If you have to go in a little bit to pick the old man up, he'll just have another drink. The men don't really care about that. Oh my God. I was going to say, Cal, you just said you had a singlet on and 20, well, I've got on my, you know, me and skivvies. I've got on my skivvy and my Karma Chameleon jumper. Don't you love those jumpers? I tell you what, they're, and Sue's got an hoodie on. Well, I actually do have an hoodie, but oh, Sue, I put them on when I don't have the heater on, to be honest, because I used the hoodie when I got out of hospital. I was freezing. I was on all those blood thinners, and I'm not on as many now. Oh my God, I was so cold, I could not warm up. And Brenda just said it's 23 degrees indoors today. Brenda, that's hot. And I heard when Julie was over there, she said the weather was just beautiful actually in England. And she said it wasn't, she said a couple of humid days. So when you have humid days, it's hotter, isn't it? I can hear a noise out there. And you've got the pale pink. Yeah, I actually, that one, Cal, is really nice, that pale pink one. And I'll wear them with me pink pants. Do you think we could be matchy matchy when we go to Sydney again? Lou, if anyone in Gippsland needs a lift to Apollo Bay for Lyni's lunch, she will be going over and staying for 2 nights. Oh, that will be absolutely fantastic, Lou. Thank you so much for that. And there might actually, who was I thinking might be able to? Jenny won't be here. Jane Scars on. You might have to come on your own, bloody Lou, but don't worry, darling. I'll look after you. No, never fear. Lyni will cook. Lyni's very good at that. Where have you booked in for, Lou? I might know the people that own the place you're staying at, and it will be when you and how long are you staying for? That's what I want to know too. Which nights are you here? Saturday or Sunday? Sunday or Monday? Which ones? I like to know all that. And it's the rat. What rat? Oh, when you're going to the rat. Oh, I thought you mean you had a rat. Oh, I wish you were, I wish you were all coming, but you may wish you hadn't have when you had to eat my food. You might go, shit, her food's not as good as she carries on about. Yes, but I tell you, Lou, we're going to have really nice tartlets, and they're going to be made by Liz Ball. Pineapple tartlets. I actually can't wait for them, love. Don't forget to make them, Liz. Yum. Do you want me to make a Christmas pudding? I can make that too. It's not. No, we don't have any rats here, but we're friends with the bloke that has all the rat poison, Dale. So we're pretty right. Having said that, I've got a girl that is a friend of mine in our unit tonight. And guess what? I rang her today and I said, now watch out the back. I said, because there's been koala poo in the backyard. While I was talking to her, she looked up and she goes, Lenny, there's a big koala in your backyard just behind the fence in a tree. So there you go. Um, oh, you need to stay home. Kelly, you don't need to stay home. Life is short. Yeah. Take a sleeping bag, Jenny Blazer. I'll tell you what, Jenny Blazer, there's a lot of people sleeping in sleeping bags in the CBD in Melbourne, so you wouldn't be out of place, love. Yep, you could just take a bottle of Jim Beam to take or Jack Daniels to keep you warm and a bit of Macca's and that'll get you through till the morning. It's terrible what's happening with the passport office and I don't understand it really. Yes, Virginia, that noise in the wall was a rat. And I'm going to say, God, we had trouble. And Bruce would just pretend it wasn't there. Oh, Brooklyn, you love doing the washing up. Welcome at my house any bloody time. Everyone that comes to my house does all the dishes. And I love cooking for people, and I really do. It's my way of saying I love you is food. So you're always welcome to come to me, and I will always make sure you're well fed. In fact, maybe I'll do an entree. There may not be a heap of us. Maybe I can set up a table or two and make it a bit more flasher. I mean, a bit more flasher, which means that I'll get rid of me laundry horse there with all the clothes on it drying, and Bruce might mop the floor for me. I know. Yeah, you know what, Sue Stevens? It's a sign of love is cooking for people, is food, and food brings us all together, and it really does brings us all together Anyways, I'll try not to do anything that makes us fart too much. But I can do, it depends on how many are coming. If there's not that many, I'll just do the turkey. Otherwise, I'll do a turkey and the ham, but there may not be enough of you really. And you eat anything, Lou? Well, bloody good thing. But I'm looking forward to the pineapple tartlets. I've been thinking about them. And Bev's driving and watching me. Now you can get into trouble apparently for that. And g'day, Sue Egan. Now listen, Sue. I've just put it out there, lunch at my place on the 7th of August, which is a Sunday lunch. I am cooking. You are welcome. You need to bring yourself, and that's all. And we'd love you to come, darling. You're only in Colac. 100,000 passport backlog. I don't know why that is, Lyndon. I don't know why that got that bad. Mine's due. I better put mine in due for renewal soon. That's it, Brent. Brenda Hilton just said her mum used to cook food for us, but she didn't say, I love you. Well, I might be a little bit like that, darling. And Brooklyn said, I'm feeding your soul, and I am. And you want to cook for us when we come to Queensland, Sue? Well, I'd love to, and I love a good barbecue because Bruce can't cook one. Don't fall again, Lenny, in the kitchen. No, I won't, Mel Johnson. And have you noticed that me black eye's gone? Thank God for that. Oh, love to have you. I'm doing it for us. I'm doing it for us to get together. There may only be half a dozen of us. There may be more. I don't know. I don't care. I am doing it because I can. And we're doing it because bloody Liz Ball's coming down to stay a couple of nights and she needs a bit of a break, does our Liz, and she deserves it, as long as she brings the pineapple tarts. Oh, my God, you put that recipe on. I never made them. And yum, and I don't care. My glasses are steamy. Yeah, because how come? How come, Brenda? Is something burning? No, I've got the curry I made, chicken drumstick curry, Brenda, with potatoes. It tastes good. Bruce won't care. You know, he doesn't like things that are chili hot, but he won't know because he hasn't got much of a taste bud at the moment. I don't know why, Brenda. Yeah, I reckon I'll do it. Mine's due for renewal July next year, but you've got to have 6 months on it, Virginia. When's yours due? Oh, you love the fam. Well, we used to have sneaking your dad's wine. My family, do you know, my dad, when he loved food, Dad. Yeah, he did. And he bought a microwave when they first come out, right? Dad did this microwave. And I'll never forget it. The first thing he made in the mic, I was so excited. Dad did the first mic. It was huge, his bloody microwave. Lenore, why are you late? Anyway, get this microwave. We'd been away, we'd been at Pam's wedding actually, and we got home, and he said, "What am I going to make for tea? I'm going to make toasties in the microwave, toasted sandwiches in the microwave." And he put the sandwiches in the microwave, and they wouldn't brown. And they wouldn't brown. He kept turning it, putting it on. He goes, "This bloody microwave, it's not browning the toasted sandwiches." And then he bought them out, Nick. Because we didn't know what a microwave was, but he was the first one to have a microwave. We were the first one to have a colour telly too, because the other one broke down. Brooklyn Bruff, we all used to borrow our mum's cigarettes, and they never knew, like hell. And Ollie Pops Mackenzie, who is Janine's mum, bless her heart, Ollie Pops, we loved her. And Janine's my friend Big Red, who lives at Byron. And we used to pinch the cork tips. Oh my God, that's when you were desperate. I wish I'd never had a cigarette, and I'm glad I don't smoke now, but it's such a hard thing to give up. I never, ever knock anyone that smokes. It's a legal thing to be able to do, and it's so hard to give up. So, Brooklyn, though, Jono's an expert at the barbie. Well, we're coming to your place for a barbecue. Oh, your grandma used to make desserts. See, you know what? There you go. Yours is 1 month after me. So we better go. I reckon I'll do mine about October. Put in for it. 14 degrees average in Merimbula, Vic. And you went and played golf. Good on ya. And I bet you feel better after your holiday, love. And that's the big thing. Why don't you come to Sydney with me, Vic? I've just put it out there. I'm going to book flights for me and Cal tomorrow. And because Rex is pretty good, and we loved that John in Melbourne. He was so nice. You know what? They were great. They really were. And it's $190 return, which really isn't much different to if I looked up Jetstar just then. By the time we had luggage, it'd be the same. So there you go. And so if you want to come, Vic, we could meet you in Big Melbourne and you can come up and we're going to have, I think I'm asking the girls in Sydney what to do. And bloody Lorraine Munro's not on tonight. I hope she's all right. I love that chick. And yes, Lou, everyone needs a break away from these four walls. Well, you can come to Sydney with us as well. Why bloody not? Stuff it. Oh, we're a long time dead, everybody, and we're going to enjoy ourselves, okay? And Joanne suggested that we go on the train and go for a day to the Blue Mountains, and that then we have lunch at in Sydney at, I want to go to Nick's Seafood. Oh, I do want to go back there. I'll ring up and say, can you do a deal? Can we have a crayfish mornay again, please, please, please? Anyway, sounds good. Oh, and you're the same. And Lorraine is on. Oh, I just talked about you, you little bugger, because we're coming to, right, I'm going to book flights, but Kelly and I are coming. But we might have other girls coming, Lorraine, and we're going to come for 3 nights. And we thought we might, now, if you don't agree with this, because you're the oldest, and because you're the oldest, we have to do what you say, and we love you. Okay. So what do you think a day in the Blue Mountains? And then lunch on Sunday. What do you think about that, love? I'm putting it out there. We're open to suggestions. We're flexible. We just want to see you. And that's all there is to it. But we've also got to see Janine Amory. So I will send a suggestion to her and see what she says, because it's very exciting, Brenda. You wait till you bloody come out here, you little bug in the rug. It's going to be it's going to be very exciting. Now, Brenda, Lou Green can help you find cheap airfares to get out here, and she knows all about it because she used to live in England. So there you go. Lou, you can bloody come to Sydney with us. And if there's enough, how about we just get an Airbnb? What do you think about that one? I've had a little look, but we really do need who is definitely coming. So there you go. I've never been there, Brooklyn. I've never seen the Three Sisters. And we've got a new berry, Dominique Frederick, and she lives in Katoomba, and she said she's really lonely. So Brenda, Lou Green will make contact with you. Lou's on here now as Skyflame. I love that. She's a gamer. You know what? Don't you love an older woman that's a gamer? Bloody before her time. I love it, Lou. Yeah, well, Lou, you learn a lot of things now that we learn. It's going to be huge for our dear Brenda. It is. We're going to kill her. Brenda and her sister, we're going to kill her. But listen, Brenda, Lou knows all about the flights from London to Melbourne because she used to live over in the UK. She knows who to fly with, where to go for the cheap flights and everything, okay? And that's what you need. There you go. You're talking already. God, I love this when we network. And that is what we're about, isn't it, really? And it's nice for me to come on here and know that there's no negativity. So thanks. I love you. There you go. And actually, Samantha Edwards isn't on, but her husband, Chris, is a lawyer, an international lawyer. And he travels between England and, it's an isle. Oh, is it the Channel Islands or something? And Brisbane, and he's gone back. And then poor old Samantha's in Brisbane with her 2 kids. Karen Houghton used to live in Penrith. Hey, Penrith was on. Sam Mack was at Penrith, Karen. Did you? Sam Mack's on the Gold Coast, everyone. Who's going to see him? Shawnee's not there, I don't think, this week. Bring the hippie out of her. Oh, I love the hippie inner because Brooklyn Bruff, we're all bloody hippies. Oh, Lorraine, well, but will ya? You can come and sleep with me. What do you think about that one? That's good, but, if you have anything you wanna tell us, darling, please tell us, and, because we are looking after you because we love you, and we love Michael, and, he's gotta come too, and we've just been talking about the girls, and, we've really gotta catch up with everybody that we saw last time, and that's important to me because meeting those girls the first time was beautiful. It was really a beautiful thing anyway. Any age can come, of course. Any age can game now. Look, you know what, Lou? When I lived in the pub in the 80s, I used to play a Nintendo 64, and it used to be really, it'd take my mind off everything, and I loved it, and I got to the end of Mario Brothers, Lou, and I got to the end of Fred Flintstone. I was pretty good, and my mum, who was then in her late 50s, she used to love Monkey Kong or something, and she used to game as well. So they were like games before they were gaming, weren't they? So we used to do it, and it's a great hobby, a great thing to do, and so many people. Jesse still games, just not as much as he used to. But Sam, apparently Pam's son, games all the time. Has his own room, has a special electricity account for his gaming. Pac-Man, well, you were a gamer before their time. So there you go, Mel Johnson. Donkey Kong, Brenda, did you play that too? Because Mum used to love it. And I must say, in these cold, wintry days, I wish they'd go back and have those ones again. We're going to go Friday, Sue, and we'll be coming back on Monday. So we're going to have 3 nights there, but you don't have to. You might come Friday night and go back Sunday night. It's up to you. Or you could come early Saturday morning, get there early. So, well, but you said I can't stay. You haven't got enough beds for all of us. Can we all come and stay with you? Yeah, but yeah, well, can't we stay with you one night, maybe Friday night? What do you reckon about that one? Lorraine, I don't know what everyone's doing. If anyone comes Saturday, so I don't know. We'll just wait and see. But oh, don't you bloody forget, okay? So it's Debbie Robertson, isn't it? That we met. She was a beautiful girl up there. There you go. So you can still do it. I reckon you still have your Pac-Man. Hey, Liz, they're worth a fortune now. Okay, just keep it. Oh, there you go. Lots of people do it, and it's fun and it's relaxing. It's really good for to do for your coordination actually as you get older. So there you go. Oh, there you go. We're going to have a bit of fun in August when it's boring. Having said that, I might head to Melbourne in the next 2 weeks just to have, what day is it? The 11th? I might head down to Melbourne for a day. And how about that one, everyone? Well, that's okay. Or you can come early Saturday morning. It's up to you. Doesn't really matter what we do. But I've got to go and see these guys because they mean so much to me. Oh, listen here. I know you don't, Lorraine, and that's why we love you. And guess who I'm going to have lunch with on Thursday? Now, Lois is on here, I think. Lois Stewart. Now, Lois is 80, and I'll take a photo and I'll bung it on here. And she's I rang her today, and she's got a holiday house here. And she goes, Lyni, you're psychic. I have just arrived. And she said, come out here and I'm going to cook your lunch on Thursday. So I'm going out to see. I love her. She's a beautiful, she's a vibrant 80-year-old with red hair, Lorraine, and you would bloody get on like a house on fire. You just would. And so she's just down for a little bit. And you know what? She's so interesting. Um, everyone means so much. That's the way it is. Most Thursdays are good for you in Big Melbourne. Well, would I do a Thursday or maybe a Sunday, Virginia? I don't mind going down to Melbourne on a Sunday and going out for, oh, tell you what, there's a high tea for $30 a head somewhere. Yeah, me too, Vic. We travelled with Rex. They were great. And John, that runs the airport there, is gorgeous. We just might go and see him again. There you go. And oh, she's a one. You have met her, Liz, and she's so nice. Do you know what? My mum's passed away, and my auntie's passed away, and I've got my other aunt. There's something about Lois that I can sit, and you too, Lorraine. I feel I can sit and really tell you everything, and thank you for that. And I know that some of you guys, you would miss your mums too, and these ladies are great. It's all right, Lorraine. We don't care. We want to see you, and that's all that matters. But I want to talk to you as well. So I'm going out there for lunch, and Lois is going to cook me lunch, and I just need to see her. She's just gorgeous. And Sunday the 24th, Sunday the 31st. Okay. Well, maybe what day is it today? 11th, 18th, maybe the 24th, I reckon. Karen Houghton, you will get to Melbourne one day. I reckon we're going to win lotto and we are all going to do a round the world trip to meet everyone. We've got to go and see Vi, and we've got to go and see our little Claudine. And do you know, this morning I did a Facebook, everyone. We had 3 ladies from Fleur de Lyon in Newfoundland. So look it up. And we had Claudine, we had Josephine, and we had another lady. Oh, I've forgotten her name, and she came on. But there's 3 ladies now from a town of 200 that have joined our group. Now, how cool's that? It's nearly as cool as when Brenda found me, and I'll never bloody forget it. And Brenda found me 3 years ago, and I said, Brenda, I said, hello, Brenda Hilton, and that was it. We've become friends ever since. And that's our pen friend group. And it's just been wonderful. And I tell you what, it's been the best thing. But I am having a lot of problems at the moment. But I'll just tell you guys that I'm just going to get tougher on Facebook. And if I really, on that Love Your Guts page, anyone that I think is not real or says anything that might be I don't agree with, or anything that gives me and I'm not saying that, look, we have people that aren't always feeling good, or you can see that's okay as long as they're not awful to other people. But I'm not going to put up with it anymore, and I'm not going to put up with getting these messages that are awful anymore. But Virginia said there's a lady called Michelle. What's her name, Virginia? She's actually from Barley Bogans, which is a big Facebook page. Michelle Brand, isn't it, Virginia? And she actually, Michelle Brand, does beautiful posts about Bali all the time, and everyone knew what was going on there. And she gets awful, awful things from people all the time. So it's part and parcel of you reckon, is our group getting bigger every day, Karen? Well, the way I was told, it was shrinking because people didn't like me anymore. So there you go, Karen. But yes, and it was bloody awful. And Bev's back. Have you got your hubby? Yes, I am, darling. Have you got your hubby from the golf club, Bev? And now, if you have toasted sandwiches for tea, fry them in butter. That's flash. Me neither, Sue. And don't worry, I have no idea of Sydney either. But the beauty of going to visit Berries is that someone does. So there you go. Someone does. And I've just got an image from someone, and I don't know what it is. And I'm just going to see, because someone's sending me a recipe or something. Where is it? Oh, yum. Joanne Hazel just made a meat pie. And it looks bloody good, love. You're going to make him cook, Bev. Well, he won't fry it in butter, will he? That's it, Liz Ball. That's it. The quality, we will get bigger and we will see more of each other. And that's what we really want. That's what I like. And I'm looking forward to it. And you keep me going. And I get quite excited and about going to Italy. And anyway, well, I'm going to say that, yes, Brenda, and it's been awful actually. But I'm not going to talk about it on here because we're worth much more than that, aren't we, darling? And so now I've forgotten what I was going to say. My brain's gone to shit. Let's have another drink, Lyni. There you go. Karen Houghton's approved 10 new members. But I love the fleur-de-lis thing, so look it up. Newfoundland. I just love the fact that we have all these gorgeous people from all over the world joining our beautiful group to be with Brenda Hilton. And don't forget, Brenda, please contact. Oh, Vicky's going off for Italian tonight. Well, you enjoy. Is that your last night, Vic, before you come home? You go and enjoy it, darling. And I hope your little sister's doing all right. And Bev, yeah, I think they are. Do you know, Bev, she's looking at everyone. She is going over everything. Well, we had quite a few people from Fleur de Lis in Newfoundland join our group, which has been wonderful. Yeah, that's it, Brenda. We bloody oath. We bloody are. Yeah. So, Sue, don't worry about Sydney. The beauty of our berries is when we travel, and it doesn't matter wherever I go, someone is a local, and the locals know where to eat, where to stay, what to do. We are so lucky. That's our pen friend group. That's what we do. Oh, lovely men there. I tell you what, Lou, you know, Lyndon O'Keefe's going over to Fiji. Anyway, I said, oh, Lynn, and someone else is going to Fiji too. I thought probably at the same. Oh, actually, Lois Stewart's going to Fiji. Lyndon, when are you going? Jenny, when are you going to Fiji? Because Lois Stewart was at the convention and both of you were, and she told me today she's going to Fiji. So next week, Lois is going. So when Jenny, you were going next week too. It would be lovely. Remember when we had the girls that were berries and they caught up at Fiji? It was amazing, really. Bye, Joanne. Your pie looked bloody beautiful. You go and I know Dave's going to love it. And Bruce is having a bit of curry with a bit of fried, I'm going to put the naan in butter and make it really buttery. God, it's really bad for you, bad luck. No, there's really nice looking men, Lyndon. 30th of, nah, she's going next week. So I think you're going to miss her, Lyndon. She's bloody beautiful. So I'll put a pic. Are you still coming to Bali, Lou? Yep, we'll make her. Once Lou is out and about, and she's come to Apollo Bay and she's met us, and then we've taken her to Sydney, there's no stopping her. That's the way it's just going to be. We're going to be, what are we going to be? Frequent travellers? No, frequent flyers. That's it. There's a word for that. Do you reckon we could all join the frequent flyer club when we win? Maybe we should do a syndicate for Lotto. Just us, our group. Our Patreon group that anyone wants to go in. It's not a bad idea. What do you think about that one, Karen Houghton? I wouldn't know how to organise it, but it's not a bad idea. Frequent mile hires. Oh, wasn't that great yesterday, Bev, when that man said he loved our lipstick? Wear that lipstick. You know, in Fiji, when I did go, when I was a lot younger, we are frequent flyers with our Mile High Club Lippy. We could be Blackberry Beach backpackers. That's a good one because we don't care where we bloody stay. We just want to get there. And don't forget that's something that we could all do is join a house swapping club amongst ourselves. We could take if you are game or you feel you want to, you could do things like we could swap rooms. We could do all sorts of things with each other. So there's lots of things that we can do. My brain never stops thinking. Yeah. So you bought 2 more today. Me, Tay, Brooklyn. Guess who bought me one? Bev Anderson. And you've all bought me things, and I'm forever grateful for it. And we will never run out of this pink lipstick. I'm going through one a month. One a month. Pam goes, what are you putting lipstick on again for? You've already got some on. Well, that's my job. To keep applying. God, I love it. I really do. And today, I went down the soupy, and actually the meat chops are on special again, 50%, $13 a kilo. We've got the best butchers. Remember, don't forget, we got Brad and Twisties, $13 a kilo, and they were quiet, so it was on special. Pam said, buy me some chops, so I bought 6 packs of chops. And I saw a lovely girl called Nikki that owns a restaurant in Apollo Bay, and she goes, oh, Lyni, you look fantastic. I said, Nikki, so do you, darling. I had on all black with pink. That lipstick shines through. Bev Anderson looked bloody. Lyndon O'Keefe, Margaret, we're all beautiful in our lippy, I tell you. More, yeah, Brooklyn, it makes us. Sandy Hard's also got the orange, and it looked good on her. And maybe, Cal, we need to get in the orange too. Maybe we need to help them develop the colours. Now, there's something we could all do. What do you think about that one? You know what? No matter how hard times get, we can always have a lippy, and it's important. And Lou Green, I love tomatoes on toast. I love tomatoes and bacon on toast. And don't you worry, I love orange lippy too, Brenda. So keep your eyes open. And I know some people can't wear it, Cal. I can't really I wear red, but it's not as good on me as orange. But Lou, tomatoes on toast. Now, my granny used to make tomatoes on toast. If they're out of it, you grow everything because you're a gardener. So they'll be proper ones. Not out of a can like me. And you get your tomato and you chop it in half and you fry it. Put it in butter and put sugar on the tomato. Did you know that? My granny used to do that. And fry it and put it on your toast. There you go. But if you don't want to, just put tomatoes on toast. Everyone. The 29th of July is Lipstick Day. Now, we cannot forget that. And I think we owe it to ourselves to have a drink that day. What do you reckon about that? And yum. So that is something that we will not forget. What do you reckon? Yeah, I love lipstick. Makes me feel better. Makes us all feel better. I see that we all love tomatoes on toast too. But I love bacon and tomatoes. Yum. And I fry it up, but sugar on the tomatoes always. My nana, who was 18 stone all of her life, and she could eat a 2-kilo cray on her own. I'm just like her. Brown sugar, salt and pepper. That's it. Yum. Yeah, it brings the flavour out, doesn't it? But anything that had tomatoes, Nana put sugar with. And that meant casseroles and everything. And she put a spoonful of sugar in when you're cooking. I didn't put it in the curry, but because I used a can of tomatoes. But in a lot of things, it cuts through the acid and enhances the flavour. So there you go. We're all on the same page here, everyone, and it's only Tuesday night. When I get off here, I will have a Prosecco, the $5.99 job. Jenny Blazer, what does he want? Jenny's just said she's in shock because her husband's helping with the dinner dishes. Jenny, watch out tonight, love. Yes, there is a reason they do things like this. So you think, what do you want, honey bunny? No, maybe he's just being nice because he knows you're stressed out about this bloody passport and that you're going to head down to Melbourne and that your daughter is. It's a big thing, darling. And I know when something's coming up like this and it's getting so close to the time and you want to go, he knows you're stressed out, love, and we're praying for you, darling. It'll be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Do you know that song? I think I feel like I need to be in Bali singing that right now with a blue drink. Really. With everyone that's over there now, like Debbie Lane. And Debbie Lane came on the other day, by the way. Lemon butter. Actually, anyone want lemons? When you come down, give me a yell because we've got plenty of lemons on the lemon tree. And Brooklyn just had a bottle of Prosecco. Brown. Oh, that would have been nice. Don't forget you got to do the water run, Brooke. Anyway, you guys, I am going to book our flights tomorrow. And I'll let you an update of what plane, what time, and I'm going to do it through Flight Centre, I think. Oh, there's a nice kid down in Flight Centre, and you know what? They've all got jobs, those kids, and they're only kids that work at Flight Centre, and I don't know. I have a soft spot for a lot of these ones. They're just gorgeous, and they look after you. So I think I'll ring him up tomorrow and me and Cal will be on our way again. What do you reckon about that one, hey? Anyway, everyone, did you know? How come I've been on for nearly an hour? Have a lovely day, Brenda. What are you going to do today, honey? And it's nice to think that it's actually in the morning and it's 23 degrees inside. You're going to have a hot day. And the girls in Scotland have had a bloody gutful of not having a summer. God, I reckon I just think we are probably going to have a really hot summer. And I was talking to Joanne Hazel, and she said she's had a bloody gutful of not having a summer. She reckons she hasn't had a summer for 2 years in the Blue Mountains. So there you go. Anyway, everyone, I love your guts, and nice to see you. We're going to be okay. Don't worry, Jenny plays that you're going to get it. Okay? Lemon butter. And Bev Anderson said she would die if she didn't have summer. Well, guess what, Bev? You're going to be in that caravan and you're going to have the endless summer. Remember that movie? Love your guts. See you tomorrow.